Talk to me about the type of experts that you work with in the property market, because it's a big thing and there's a lot of moving pieces. Can you maybe give an example of someone we've worked with you and how many different people are actually involved in that?
Oh, look, you have 7 or 8. So I started off getting life coaches kind of 15 years ago when the term had literally just started, and suddenly there's quite a few people out there. But now there's a lot more coaches that are very, very specific on, I guess, anything from savings to financial planning to accounting to whatever else. But look, I have people for everything. So I use people like Deloitte Private for doing all my accounting stuff, because they're dealing with billionaires. And the billionaires have put all the money into the research to understand trust and the rest of it, so little old me can then kind of get the benefit of doing those kind of things. I then have specific experts in specific areas as to what I think is going on with the market, like the SQM research or the ResDex or RP datas. But literally throughout my life, I've then got valuers, building inspectors, strata inspectors, builders, DA people like town planners. And literally you almost need 5 or 10.
Yep.
Now, in the early days, you can get away with 1 or 2, but as you get more sophisticated, you do bigger things, the risks go up, but the rewards do as well. You get more and more sophisticated. And so, again, we're now looking at kind of family stuff between husband and wife. And for our kids, wills, how do we sort all that stuff out? So I'm trying to build plan Bs, Cs and Ds to really make sure that I'm going to be wealthy for life. But in the early days, when you're in your 20s and 30s, you just need that 1 or 2 people just to get you in the market and get started.
Definitely. I think with the investment strategy, it's very important to have your rules and stick to them. So we've referred some members to Chris like maybe about 18 months ago, and I think you only just purchased properties for them because the metrics just weren't there, and they were getting a little bit impatient. They were wanting to actually buy, but you were just like, no, it will come, and you've eventually got it there.
And that's the funny thing, because so as buyers agents, then we effectively buy properties. So people come to us, they tell us what they want, and we say, well, that's good or bad, and maybe you should do something else. But suddenly when they've made that decision, they want the property the next day.
Yep.
And we're saying, if the right thing doesn't come up, it's taken you 2 years to get here, don't panic and just jump in at the next thing that might be overpriced or not the right thing. Whether it takes a month or it takes 3 or 4 months, some people it might even take 8 or 9 because they're after something that specific. But if you're going to hold it for 30 years,
it's relevant, isn't it?
Go and do it. So my first property I bought at £80,000, and now it's worth 400 or 500. In hindsight, whether I paid 60, 80 or 100 doesn't really matter, but it's finding the right property, because I might have bought something else for cheaper that's then only gone up to 200 or 300. And it's the capital growth, that's where the money is. And
hindsight's a great thing. You've got to know that it's the right time for you. So there's always an investment opportunity out there. And just because your friend or someone else is doing a particular investment opportunity doesn't mean it's right for you in that situation. And that's one of the big challenges, is blocking out the noise and understanding what's right for you right now.
And most of the time, the friends aren't doing the right thing.
No.
And so one of the first rules I learned in wealth creation is, don't listen to your friends and family, parents, taxi drivers, your mate, your colleagues, because most of them aren't qualified to do it. If they've got 10 or 20 properties and they're making millions from it, sure, listen to them.
Yeah.
But if it's your best mate and he's got good ideas for you, then look, yeah, maybe just keep it as a friendship.
I mean, that's a big thing. Follow the wealth. Like, that's one of the things that we talk about a lot. We surround ourselves with wealthier, more successful people because they've done it. We can learn from them.
Yeah. And a lot of those people are willing to give the advice. So a lot of people say to me, why would you share all your secrets and kind of put it out there? And I said, well, most people aren't going to do it anyway. And there's nothing wrong. I've got enough money. I don't need to kind of keep it and pull it all myself. It's share the knowledge and Definitely. Get it out there. Because then those clients may then come back and say, hey, Chris, I've got an even bigger opportunity of a block of units, but I haven't got the funds for it. Maybe we could do something together. So, reciprocity, or it's always hard trying to get that word out.
Oh, you did well. You did well. I just want to really thank you today. You're an amazing, intelligent person in the property market. But what I love about you is you just keep it really simple and you stick to a strategy. You mentioned about your book. Can people get access to a copy of your book or anything?
Yeah,
like
sure.
that?
And again, we don't even charge for it. So if you just go to yourempire.com.au, there's actually 2 books you can download now. So there's The Effortless Empire, which is the strategy of kind of making 5 or 10 million plus. That's a big picture book. Mm-hmm. And then my original book, Go For Your Life, that was how I kind of started from the first property to number 6. joint ventures, how to do things with your parents, how to do things with brothers and sisters, and effectively how I retired at 31. And so that's a great starting book. So yeah, both together, and it's all free.
And we're offering a free financial kickstart session. If you go to our website, it's on the front page, you can book in and we can actually start working out if property is the right thing for you in the right time. And we're finding Chris is now, when someone comes and buys your property, you're generally sending them to us first because you want someone who's a successful investor over the long term. That's how your business works, isn't it? And
yeah.
If they're not set up in the right way or they haven't got the right strategy, it's not a long-term win for you.
No, because we want to get clients that are all ready to go. And so if they don't really understand it, we don't want them buying a $500,000, $1 million property, because if you think you can afford it and you haven't got the funds and you can't get settled, you're going to lose everything. So it's a very dangerous thing. So we love people going to planners, accountants, mortgage brokers, get all the right advice because they're the ones that are qualified to give advice. And then we just do the property piece.
Brilliant. Final tip for 2017, what would it be?
Just do it. But even if the worst thing comes to an end, it's generally never that bad.
Yep.
So as long as you've ticked 8 out of 10 boxes, just go and do it.
Brilliant. Thanks, Chris.
Good to see you. Pleasure.
Thanks all.